Alright, so guys, we are back. We are exactly where we left off. If people are joining that haven't been in here before and are watching my videos on YouTube or something that haven't seen any of them before, we are exactly after the battle at the Tower of Ishmael, and we are at Morgan's mother's house, which I don't think we've learned her name yet, but I know it. But
you must speak to
yeah.
Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Whatever you say, Morgan. Do you got anything else to say? I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why exactly did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued?
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
Why did Terran Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Okay.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Afraid you're going to be left alone?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the king. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So, why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course not.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Logain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Alistar is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Will you help us fight the Blight, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Arl Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other ideas, or other allies that we could call upon.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I don't suppose you could offer any more help.
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
What makes you think we want her? I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or 2 afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
Was she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not? 'Tis what you meant, yes?
It's just difficult to imagine her.
Young? Married? Pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned. watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any
We
Darkspawn.
won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Then you can substitute. Then you can substitute for Alistar.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
I have no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alright, let's look around this area before we leave. See if there's anything we can pick up. Alistar and Morrigan approves, apparently. Something that I did. Doesn't look like there's anything that we can pick up around here. Let's talk to Flemeth, see if she has anything to say.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
You know you could come with us.
I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
But you're more powerful than we are.
It is not a matter of power. No one person in all of Thedas has enough power to stand against a blight. Were that the case, sending you two would be quite the jest. What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. Your task is to unite the land, inspire its men, and turn them from their petty politics to face the archdemon. In that, you are more powerful than I by far. I am but an old woman whom the world has largely forgotten.
Could you answer, and what has the world done to you?
That is between the world and me. Your business is elsewhere.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Can I ask about your magic?
Looking for new spells. Secrets you think old Flemeth has cooked up over the years. Well, they're of no use to you without years of practicing my ways. I am not like your circle with its books, you see. Not that I would mind a handsome lad to order around for a year or so.
If I were you, I'd take the Darkspawn.
How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
You don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
What will you do once we've gone?
Oh, have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
Actually, I was wondering about the wilds.
Other than Darkspawn, the forest denizens will not give you much trouble. Morrigan will see you through it.
I have no more
Then
questions.
we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Can we go back inside?
Cannot
Nope.
be done.
Alright. Alistair's got to level up, so let's level him up real quick. Level him up. How about we give him some strength and 1 dexterity. That's good enough. We'll just level up his combat tactics all the way. He needs 20 dexterity in order to get this. What is this? The character is proficient enough with a shield to defend from all angles so that attackers no longer benefit from flanking strikes. There we go. Okay, we'll do it like that then. Just so we can get... Oh, he has to be level 9. Damn. Never mind. We will just get... Taunt, I think. Taunt's good enough. And we'll head out. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes. Let's go... Sorry about that. Let's go to... The only place we can go right now is Lothering. Yeah, so let's go to Lothering.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Dude! Damn. He got him. He got him good. No, but that betrayal was kind of bull crap. Oh, don't even play. You guys want to fight? Let's go. I'm gonna chain attack all you sons of bitches. I'm gonna try to get like perfect. About as good as it's gonna get. There we go. This game is so loud whenever we're like in a fighting part. Got him. He wags his tail happily in pants. Those darkspawn didn't hurt you, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Yay. Are we naming it? His name is Dog. We're just gonna keep his name Dog. Why not? Emptiest. 1 silver coin. Oh, we can have 4 people in our party? I thought we could only have 3. Alright, that's good then. Alright, let's keep moving. Shall we?
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're toll collectors then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
Are you serious?
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
You know, the Grey Wardens could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent donation. Thank you.
Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
Dead Templar. He's got a knight's locket and a knight's note. Let's read the note. If we can. Where is it? Shouldn't it be right here somewhere? Notes. A note from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have been found. Brother Genitivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genitivi holds the key to finding the urn of the sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe I know where the brother Genitivi lives or lies. I have been to his home in Denerom and found the trail, and I'm amazed that other knights have not done likewise. Unless they have, no, it is best not to get caught up in the thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report that I have learned what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. Oh, I stole some shit. Oh well. They gonna die.
Yes. Go down.
All right. We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Get by, you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
You'll follow my lead. I could use some soldiers. Hand her everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
You'll follow my lead. I could use some soldiers.
What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
I'm turning you into the authorities.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
They'll do what they must. Come with me.
I'm not going down without a fight.
All right.
Yes. It will be done. As you say. Very well.
I don't have any more mana.
Yes. Yes.
Good. All right. Take all this silver. He had 8 silvers on him. He didn't have anything else though. Lifestone. Silvers. Fire crystal and trap triggers. Is there anything down here?
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about, Alistar?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try... Well, hold on. Let's see. We need to hear some news before we can decide. Do you have some thoughts, Alistar?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No, not yet. I haven't.
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving for Eldon to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Why are you leaving this up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Al-Eman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Damn. Alright, then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find Arl
He'll
Eamon?
be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where will we find the Dalish elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
What about the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Won't the Circle of Magi... Won't the Circle of Magi do what the Chantry says?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Tairn Loghain might have to say about it.
Where would Loghain be, exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
I don't need any more
Do you have
directions.
a plan?
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's go. Elfroot. Refugee.
I can't believe that.
Elfroot. Leather helm. More refugees. Deep mushroom.
Is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be.
Is there anything over here? Elfroot.
Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Never. You got anything to
I
say?
bet those bandits are back again. Why don't the Templars kill them?
I killed them. Don't worry about it. What about you?
Need something? I don't generally talk to strange elves who wander in here.
I'm not just an elf, I'm a Grey Warden.
Then you'd best clear out. We're loyal to the king here, and word from the north is the Wardens betrayed King Cailan. Tairn Loghain has a bounty on any who survived.
Tairn Loghain betrayed the king, not us.
Tairn Loghain? Betray Merrick's boy? Bah, your story needs a bit of work.
Perhaps you'd like to rephrase that, or die.
I meant, that's quite a story. Tairn Loghain killed the king? Mercy, terrible business, that.
I have some questions.
Don't promise I'm gonna answer them.
What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of this village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Were those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
What's up?
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Are you keeping me from going in?
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Alright.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
What does this guy have to say? Anything?
As if we needed
Nope.
more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
What about you guys?
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Alright, let's go. Dagger. Silver chalice.
I brought my family to Lothering because
What was this all about?
To charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why would I want to help you?
Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Can you beat that offer, sister? You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think I think you can compromise and still make a profit now.
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Yep. Alright. Why is Morgan so mad? I don't know. We can't take that short bow. Our inventory is full, which means we need to sell some stuff.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something.
I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Let's see. Sell some stuff that I don't need, like these arrows I don't need. I don't need that staff. or these shields. I'll keep that shield just because I think that like yellow or that red like number lettering means it's like rare or something. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the type of stuff it's made out of. Let's sell these great swords because we have that chase and flat blade. So if we have somebody that needs a great sword, we'll just give that to him. Sell these daggers. We'll keep that dagger. We'll sell this longbow. And which one is stronger? 6.60, 5.50. That's weird. This one sells for more even though it's weaker, but we'll sell that one. We'll sell this chainmail and scale armor. Check, what does Alistar have on? Oh, much better stuff. All right, let's give our people some stuff. So Morgan, let's give you a cowl. Which one do you think would be better? That one. I think that one's better, even though it just makes her look really stupid. We should sell this chainmail. Alright, so I already have an amulet and stuff on, so we should give this to somebody else.